Let the students join in. Okay, so hello, warm welcome to all the participants of Akruti Innovation Competition 2025. Warm greetings for the day. I can see there are more participants are joining in, so we are waiting for more 5 minutes to let everyone join. Once everyone is joined, we will start with the webinar. Okay, perfect. So, hello and welcome everyone once again to this today's webinar on SolidWorks xDesign, the cloud-based 3D design simplified workshop and seminar. So, today we have our speaker for this webinar with us, Mr. Aniket Bhange. I would like to introduce him. So let me introduce you to Aniket Bhange, a quality assurance manager at Dassault Systems with over 10 years of experience working on the 3D experience platform, particularly in xDesign. and platform management. He brings a strong focus on quality, usability, and innovation to every solution he works on. Aniket is also a part of Akruti team and he brings a lot of knowledge to you today. So please stay attentive and attend the today's webinar with complete details because you are going to use XDesign along with SolidWorks. Whoever wants to use it during the project design phase. So once again, hello Aniket to today's webinar.
Thank you. Thank you, Suraj. Thank you for your warm welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello, students. Hello, teachers. And thank you for joining today's webinar. As you know, today's webinar is based on SolidWorks X Design. And as a part of founding member of X Design team, I really appreciate all of you joining today's webinar. In today's webinar, we will go through some of the basic steps of X design, and I want you to be patient because after this also we will be posting some of the video series on our internal Akruti community so that that will help you to grow in X design field. Why X design, other things, and we have covered lot of things on the X design topic. So thank you for joining, and let's start with our first question is why X design, and if we have a powerful tools like Katia and SolidWorks, then why we have started X design project. So X design initiative is totally for the cloud initiative. So you don't need to install anything. You don't need a high end laptops. If you have your Chromebook, if you have your tablet, if you have your mobile, you can easily access the URL and you can start working anywhere and anytime with use of X design, and all the tools are there. Such as sheet metal, mold features, then you have freeform modeling, then you have 2D drawing capabilities in XDesign. So XDesign is complete CAD based solution. You don't need any fancy devices. So yes, XDesign is very powerful in that way. Then seamless collaboration. So currently Akruti is a team of 4 members and you are collaborating with each team member. You are on your locations, you are not in your locations. If you need to modify your design or anything or uh, any collaborations you want to do across the cities also, this X design data is actually getting stored at to the collaborative space, so that will help you to do the seamless collaboration. It is already on a platform, so all the collaborative tools which are available with the platforms are easily available to you. XDesign also comes with some of the AI powered capabilities, and these AI capabilities I will show you in a demo how easy it is to use XDesign tools with the new capabilities. It is very easy to learn because it's an interface of a SolidWorks, and it's a power and it's like a powerful features of a Katia. So think it as a combination of both the different tools, but it brings a lot on your table. Like if you have a XDesign file created, you can open that XDesign file on any browser platform application. You can go and modify it on any platform application which you have, because all the data is seamlessly integrated with it. Then you are always up to date because it's a cloud-based solution. So anybody who is working on your assembly, like if you have 4 members, 4 members are working on different 4 assemblies. So all the things are getting automatically updated at real time, and you don't need to save also because it's already stored onto the cloud location. So you just whenever you just place a save, it will be automatically collaborated with everyone because all the members on the same collaborative space will reflected with the same data. It has a compatible hybrid workflow. Means if you want to use it with Katia, if you want to use it with SolidWorks, so it will have a seamless collaboration with these two applications. So if you have some parts or some assemblies created on the SolidWorks side, if you want to use some of the XDesign features now or some of the components created in XDesign, and if you want to pull that into SolidWorks, yes, that is also available in XDesign. That part we are not covering right now in today's demo, but what we will do is we will post a separate lecture for you. In that video series, we will guide you how to use SolidWorks and XDesign in the collaboration, because Xshape is a tool which is only available with the XDesign, and that tool will be pretty much a freeform modeling tool, and that is not available on SolidWorks side, so that will be useful for you. And then if you want to do a lot of modifications on the parts, or if you are right now using your touch device, or if you are using your Chromebook and you are not able to use SolidWorks, then you can use xDesign. And xDesign is right now available with your AAKRUTI student licenses series, so it is right now available in your campus. So we will explain you more what it is, what it will do, what kind of features we have. So before going to that, we have recorded a short videos instead of doing a live demo, so that I can chat by you pausing the video. I can also explain you a lot of things in a more detail. So we will start our videos which we have recorded, and then we will have whatever the questions you have, direct you can put it directly into the chat box. We will resolve and we will look into those questions. If we have something, some workflows which you want specifically, yes, please let me know. What I'll do is I'll create some recorded series as videos, and we will post it. So I have a team which will help you throughout the xDesign. So the teams which are using xDesign are very happy. We need your feedbacks on these applications also. So let's start with your our first video. So in this video we are creating some small introduction. This is a small introduction, plus we are creating a small sort of assembly. So let's play it. Okay, hello everyone. Let's start with the introduction for the SolidWorks xDesign. If you have seen, this is the dashboard for the xDesign. This is a new dashboard for SolidWorks students edition xDesign. So to launch this one, there is a simple step. You just have to write down solidworks.com/xdesign/student. You will get to this page. You already have a license on your granted license, which you have uh, actually get through the SolidWorks xDesign. So sorry, Akruti licensing. So if you go to the compass, you will also see what kind of a licenses you have. So in that, just go to the dashboard and you will see SolidWorks xDesign for the students. Now when you look at the SolidWorks xDesign, you have a different tabs. So at the very beginning, if you want to bookmark it, here it will be the short link will be created by using this link. So this is a SolidWorks student xDesign. Just copy this link and the bookmark it. You can create a new component by using this button. You can import a new button by using this button. And here are the tabs like you the home button, for you button, and the xDesign button. At home tab, you will see the components which you have created, and in the start learning section you will see all the learning content which is required to learn about more details about the xDesign. If you open the learning sentence, you will get more details on the right side, like welcome to xDesign, then start designing with xDesign, documentation, sheet metal, xframe, xmold. So xmold, xDesign, xframe, xsheet metal, xdrawing, this is a complete package of the SolidWorks applications. The benefits of using SolidWorks xDesign is that you don't have to install it. It's just a web browser, and I am using web browser to demonstrate it to you. In the last design tab, you will see the components which are created by you only. So I'll start with a very small and very basic assembly, basic part component. So you have seen this kind of a belt roller assembly. So I'm just creating a belt roller assembly component for you. So I'm opening an assembly component. So what I did is just I clicked on the component, and this component has opened. Now I want to create a roller component on this one. So what I will do is I'll just go here and say new. Once I click on a new, it will ask me what you want to create. So I want to create a roller. Then it will ask you for the location. Location means the collaborative space. I think you are very familiar with the 3D Experience platform and you know what is collaborative space. Then another thing is a bookmark. So bookmark is a way where you can do a folder structure for all the components which you are going to create. So I usually go and use bookmarks to set up a bookmarks to create a bookmark, so that I can easily find my components without doing a search also. So I set my bookmark as a belt roller and I'll say okay. So it will set up a new component for me. So bookmark has been successfully set. A roller component has started. If you have seen the XDesign interface, the bottom one is called as action bar tab. The left is the design tree. Right is the view module. It will rotate your model and it will give you which view is active right now. You can change the dimensions to the inch to fit on this section. If you go to the preference window, if you go to the preference window, you will get English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, and all kind of languages. In display and navigation, you will see which kind of a mouse control you are using. So I am too much familiar with the SolidWorks kind of a mouse control, so I'll use this one. You can activate the background colors, then invert mouse selection, so all kind of options will be available over here. You can change the matrix from here also, and all different kinds of options will be available in the preference window for xDesign. So I have set up my mouse preference for SolidWorks desktop side. If you are looking at the action bar in the xDesign, you will see we have sketch, subdivision, features, surface, assembly, design guidance, tools, life cycle, marketplace, and the view. So if you look into the design guidance, you will see the user assistance menu. If you are not able to find any component, you can click on the command search bar. Those components will automatically, you can search it, like I want to search for the sketch. So I will search and the sketch command will be active over here. The another section which is here is you can have a feedback, so you can write your feedbacks related to xDesign after using it. Then there is a more sections like you can have a command predictor, user assistance, learning assistance. Learning assistance will guide you throughout the tools, how to use xDesign, how to use xDesign on touch devices and everything. So here learning assistance is already available, so it will assist you while learning and how to use xDesign. And then another command is a command predictor. This is a beta version, but yeah, it is available, so I'm using the command predictor. So I just activated my command predictor because it will predict which commands I'm going to use. So everything is going looking like blank, so I'll just go and create a sketch. By using command predictor, I have clicked on the sketch command. I have just selected the component. Now I want to create a roller assembly. So what I'll start with the center line. It's a component, so I want to use revolve feature, so I'll use the center line. I selected the line, I clicked on the construction line, and the line is converted into the construction one. Now I'll start creating my drawing. So internals will be like this. So I just create click, 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 and the end, and that's it. So there are two ways you can use click, click, click mechanism. It will just start creating lines one by one. Now I have selected two lines. I want this to be collinear, so you can just make it as a collinear, or else you can drag the line and it will readjust its position. You can also drag the point, it will also readjust its position. The third command is you can add the dimension. So for dimensions, I just use the right click mouse gesture button, or the command predictor is already available on the top side, which is actually showing me the sketch dimension is active. So what I'm doing is I want to add the complete diameter. So I select this diameter and this one. So now it is showing me the radius. If I move my mouse pointer on the right side, it will show me the diameter. So I know the diameters. I'm adding the diameter as 40 mm. So first dimension, once you add it, all the remaining sketches will get automatically adjust as per the corresponding. So this line is actually uh, I have to give the center line for this from the dot. So what I'll do is I'll put the line and this one. So I'll adjust the height as 12. So as you can see, as I'm adding the dimension, it is adjusting itself, and the lines are turning into the black component. So means it is getting fully defined. So now I'll add this to 20. Then this is 15, so I'll go here and I'll add as a 15. Then this is 12, this is 15, then this is 30. Now I have the diameter for this one, then this dimension for the center to center I'm trying to set it as 8. Now it's time for this point. This is 33. Now I'll use this point to set a new dimension. I'll select this one, click. This one is second click and I'll add this as 35. So this is very basic operations, but still I want to show you how I am doing it. And this is my final dimension as 38. Okay. So this line is still showing as blue because the dimension between this and this has not been defined. So I'll add this one as 9. I will use, so my sketch command is already done. Now I have to mirror this component. So I'll go check like if is mirror sketch mirror is available. So yes, it is predicted. I need a sketch mirror command. I have selected it. Select the entities which you want to mirror. I just moved over here and click OK. Now the sketch is done. I'll just do the exit. After doing exit, you can see that extrude command is already available over here. So I click on extrude, but I want to use the revolve command. So what I'll do is I'll just click over here, switch extrude to revolve, and I'll select the axis, but axis is not created. So I go back to my sketch, edit it, and I'll put a horizontal line. Select the line and make it as a construction line. Click OK. Again use extrude, or you can directly go to features tab. In the extrude menu, here is a revolve command, but I like to use that extrude. So it's a only single tab, so I'll just go over here, use extrude and switches to revolve. Then I select the axis, then I have to select the profile, and the circular profile has been created. So my roller has all actually created over here. So what I'll do is I'll do the save. I'll go back to my assembly. So going back to assembly, I just need to close the command action xDesign, open the previous one. So I'm opening the main assembly belt roller. Now I want to insert a roller into this, so I'll just click on the assembly, insert. After clicking on insert, it will show me the recent component. I'll just select my recently created roller. That roller has been generated. It's here right now. So what I'll do is I'll try to little bit move on the left side because I want to check. Now I'll activate the mate command. So in assemblies, I'll go and click activate a mate. Select this one, select the outer one, then the concentric mate has been created. Now I want to add a mate between this middle face and this condition middle face. So what I'll do is I'll just activate the center component of this one. The shaft has been activated. Now I'll go to the planes, select this face, and I'm selecting this face. So two faces has been selected. The center geometry has actually created a plane for me at the center. This is the plane. So what I'll do is I'll just increase the height of the plane so that it should be properly visible when I'm adding the mates. Okay. In this condition, you can see that this is hidden, this is hidden, this is hidden. Here are the options so that you can make it at show all, hide all. So it will only show you which component you are working with, or make translucent. So I prefer this one because yeah, I know because I have to take some references. So it's done. Now click on the mate, select the face and say concentric. The component mate has been generated and it's done. So within few clicks, the mates assembly, the components is already done. And that's how you can create a simple component by using few clicks and the command help option. Now we will move towards to modifying this assembly into the assembly mode. So what I want to do is I want to create a holes on this plane. I want so these planes are a little bit handling me, so I'll just hide all. I'll just select this face, select. I'll just create a sketch, circular sketch over here. I will add 8 as the dimension. Features, exit the sketch, click on the extrude. I want to do the cut, select the sketch and done. The extrude cut has already created. Now the next step, I want to create a pattern. So click on the linear pattern, but I don't want linear, I want circular pattern. So switch to circular pattern, select the features you want to pattern, select the feature. For the axis, I'm selecting this circular region, it's created. Now I want some more components to pattern, so I'm using 12. Click OK. Yeah, the holes are created properly. Now I want to add a small fillets on it. So what I have to do is just click fillet, select the edges. Now you will get the design assistance also. So these are the AI components which are already there on the xDesign side. So click design assistance for selection. I selected it. It has selected all the 23 lines in the one click. Click OK. Click OK. So 0.3 fillet has been added to all the components. So within few clicks, I have selected 23 entities and all the components are ready with me. So component is ready. I'll just say exit and I'll do the save. So the belt roller assembly has been created. Now what I want to do is I want to add a fasteners over here. But the fasteners are, if you want to do like import the fasteners, you can just go to the tools. You will get a you will get um, part supply libraries from here. From the marketplace you will see the part supply. Click on the part supply, you will see the supply library on this side. You can directly search whatever the hardwares you want to insert into a assembly from this part supply library context. Or another method which I use was sometimes we do have some of our old components with us, which are directly imported from the vendor's website where they provide you parts and the part details. So I used to keep those parts on my 3D drive, and I use directly those components from here, so it will save the time for me to search a component also. So other than that, I know which company, which bolt, which nut I want to use. So this is already stored on my 3D drive. So what I'll do is I'll show you how to use outside part into the xDesign, so that if you have some SolidWorks hardware which are already created, which are already with you, and you want to add it into xDesign, so how to do it. So I have this hardware with components. I have just clicked and inserted it. I have imported it from some vendor which I want to insert. Here I have an option to insert a component into the current section, and I'll say yes, I want this bolt to be inserted into the current assembly. And it is actually importing, storing it to the collaborative space, and the bolt has been imported. So collapse the, and this is the bolt, just pull it outside. Now try to add the mates. So what I'll do is I'll just select this one, activate the mate from my helper, activated this is actually I want a flipped orientation. It's done. I'll say apply, continue. I'll select the top face and I'll select this top face and then say coincident. The mate has been added, the component has been added.
So I want four of these components. So all those four are so we also have AI assistants over here. So just click here, select this short bar, select what I did is I selected the component, I selected the short menu bar, I selected the AI assistance is actually helping me where the components can be added. So yes, these are the positions I want to replicate, and these components has been replicated over here. So this way hardware has been added, components has been added, component material has been added. So next task is I want to add a materials to my roller. So select the roller component, click over here. You will see, so this is the roller assembly for me. Now the lot of planes are getting preferences while selecting. So click V button, it's a shortcut key, and hide all the planes. Now I select this one. I don't see the mates materials over here, so I'll just go to the design tree. I'll select the 3D shape, and what I'll do is I'll try to add a materials into it. So here are different types of materials are already added into this. So this is my customized library, so you can see different kind of materials. You can also customize your library, you can also import materials into it. So I want to add a core material. I'll say I will use a plastic material, so I want some sort of a PF material. So I just clicked over here and say apply. It is selecting the component. It is saying that build roller assembly component has been, material has been updated. Okay. Oh, sorry. By mistake, I have applied it to the directly to the component. Now I want to add it to the build design feature and click OK. The material has been added. So when, why this material has been showing these kind of options, because the roller component is not active. I am in assembly mode. So once I activated this, and if I click and if I change the material, and if I say I will use different kind of a materials, I will use a red color material or yellow color material. So I'll say yellow, polished yellow okay, high gloss plastic. I'll click apply. So now it is directly applying it to roller because the component is active. Previously the component was not active, that's why it is giving me an option, multiple options. If you want to mate with assembly, if you want to mate with the design features and other things. So now the roller component was active, that's why it is getting replaced. So your assembly is ready. You can share that assembly to the collaborative space directly on the swim community. So if you want to go, if you want to share this with your friends, family, friends which are right now working with your in your team, and if you want to share the content, so you can share the collaborative space with them. These all the data files will be actually added in your collapses, they can also work with it. So it's why kind of a collaboration. If you want to share it to the community also, so you will have a button to share that command. So if you click on a share and click say I want to share this to the external community where your team members can see, so you can share it to the community, say file, it's view only, editable mode. In editable mode, users can download the files. So whichever options you want to see, say continue, then you will get which community you want to select. So select that community, or you, if you have a multiple tenants, or if you want to so in this way you can also share it to the different community. If you want to post, like what you want to post is as a media post, questions, idea, then select the community and then description, and you can publish it, and that this component will be published. So currently I'm not publishing this. And this way, by using the new features and the tools and the help menu, new design assistant command, predictor command, so I have quickly created. So within 23 minutes we have, I have explained you everything, and now the final assembly has been done. If you want to save this assembly for your future references, then you think like what should we do to export the assembly, because every data is in now in the collaborative space. What you can do is directly click on the export button. In the export button you can share file on disk, means it's stored on your own location. Use the file format as 3D XML and editable mode and click export. It will start exporting your file and this file will be exported. If you want to do the 3D printing with the components, so I want to 3D print this roller, so I need an STL file most of the time. So what we have is we have a tool to do the 3D printing adjustment from here, and it will give you a STL file according to that. So here you can see 3D print. It will show, ask you which plane is a base plane. So what mostly I'll use this as my base plane. Okay, and you can add an, if you have any printer assigned, so you can add your printer over here. Adjust the layout also. Analyze, show the layers. It will show the layers for you. Then it will show the areas where you needed a support. Then it will do the DFM checks also. If you are doing a DFM checks like clearance, wall thickness, so these are the areas which I needed a support. So I export a print format. When you say that, it will automatically move to the STL format. Now in this I have an option where what kind of a resolution I want to do. Fine is a very fine resolution, chorus resolution, you can see on the preview images. Then the last one is a custom one. So here you can set a deviations for your part, and you can, so what I will prefer is I'll prefer the fine one. It has a correct combinations. I'll do the export and it will start exporting the STL file. So this is how you can generate your STL file. It will be downloaded and this can be used for 3D printing. So if you see, there are two materials, so the materials get override after one after another. This way you will have your commands will be created. Now this button is actually to access between different kinds of sections over here, and this is how your xDesign is actually working. So this is a demo on xDesign only, and if you have any questions please post it to the chat. We will resolve it. We will also post short videos also on the community. So we will move towards the next section. We will also see some of the tips and tricks, so that you, while using xDesign, you will have a more clarity while using the xDesign. So move to the next part. Okay, hello everyone. Let's start with the introduction for the SolidWorks X.
So that was a short demo related to the belt roller assembly, and I have created a small roller component. I have gone through a very basic component because we have a limited time duration. We have a lot of components to discuss, so I have few interesting videos and tips and tricks and while using assemblies and tools and different kind of tools which are available. So let's start with our first tool is a picture to sketch tool in xDesign. So why this is required, so most of the times students used to take references from the pictures, hand drawings and hand mechanisms, and in those contexts we are right now providing that you can directly pull out your picture and you can directly use that picture as a reference to create sketches out of it. So that is the new tool which is introduced in xDesign. So let's see like how that tool is work, how that tool will work. That tool is also used to create your logos also on your part. So if you have your logo and if you want to create a sketch out of it, so you just have to import that logo image, place it into one part and convert it into sketch and use any feature you want to use. So let's see that how that tool will work. So this is a 2D mechanism. So I have two different mechanisms and I'm explaining how these mechanisms can be converted into sketches.
Okay, so in this part, we have a very interesting situation where we have a 2D mechanism created. So I have a images of 4 bar mechanism. Now I want to convert this into the sketch and the mechanism, and I want to proceed with that. So xDesign has a very interesting tool. It will convert your sketches to the mechanism. So what I did is I went to the tools section, insert picture, I selected the plane, I inserted the picture over here. Now go to the pictures and say picture to sketch. When you use picture to sketch, click on the 2D mechanism. There is a default plane for the sketch, but I want to use the same plane, so I will just crop the area. So first I'll show you the left side of the sketch. So I'm limiting the preview generation. Then once I click on the generate preview, you can see that it has created the 4 bars of the mechanisms. First one is the fix. So this mechanism is what I need. So I click OK. The sketch is generated. So I'll hide my picture. And if you see that this mechanism is actually moving one. So you can create a moving 2D mechanism by using any simpler images of the sketches. But yet this tool will not work for a lot of complex theories, but yeah, for the simpler one it will work. So we will do it for similar over here. Click 2D mechanism, select the picture, then we will have a crop area. So in this section where the most visible mechanisms will be converted and other mechanisms we have to, but this tool will be very easy, very effective to generate the references out of it. So see that this one, this reference and this reference has been created. Now it's very easy for me to proceed with the multiple references accordingly. So this way you can use your images to convert into the mechanism, and that these sketches will can be converted to the final parts. So this is how sketch to mechanism tool is working. Okay, so in
Okay, so that was a short introduction how the sketch to tool mechanism is used. Now we will move towards to the very important part. While doing an assemblies, you know how to add mates. As you are using SolidWorks, as you are using CATIA, so you know what are the basic mate components are working. But I want to go a little bit of deeper on while creating mates and while creating components into the xDesign. In assemblies, sometimes users will make some small sort of adjustment, and those are the external references while creating xDesign. So what xDesign is trying to maintain is that if you are updating one part, that second part should get also updated. That is called as an external reference. But in those conditions, we have some restriction. We have to keep some restrictions related to those parts relations. So I'm just with simple video, I'm trying to explain what is the external reference while creating an assembly module component when we are creating any reference component with respect to the larger assemblies. So I have a short clip for that so that you will understand. We will go more details into the external references. If you want it, just communicate with us on community, and we will be posting a lot of assembly related stuff also, and we will be keep you updated on those stuffs on the community for xDesign. So in this video, I'm right now trying to create one bracket component on the top of this elevator assembly. So let's see what how the external reference will be helpful while creating those kind of a components.
this section, we are going to create some external references on the assembly part, assembly component, and we will look into the mistakes we should avoid while working with the assemblies when we are using external references. And in short, what is the external reference via in xDesign while using it? So I will press V key to hide all the planes right now so that I can show you. So this is the component which I am right now working with. So this is the complete assembly. So I'll open my carriage component only. So carriage assembly is open. So I want to first what I'll do is I'll add mates for this component. So In the design guidance, I will open the command predictor so that this will ease my speed, and this will give me a little bit of speed to work with the component. Okay, now as we have to add a mates, so click on the mates, select the circular region. So edges are not allowed, so we have to select the faces most of the time. So select the first face, select the second face. Here we can add the concentric mate. So I have a duplicate component over here, so this component has actually pulled outside. So what I will do is I will hide this. I'll just cancel this one. I will hide one component and I will do the fix for this component. So now this component is fixed. I have to mate this component with this component. So I have what I did is there are duplicate component which is actually pulled out. So that's why I made some changes and make it hidden. So again, start with mates, select the mates, select the circular faces. Do not select the edges, properly select the faces so that you will have a proper mate selection. Apply, continue, then select this face and this face and add the coincident mate. This mate has been added, so two positions has been locked. What I'll do is I'll lock the third position by adding mate between these two and click OK. So in this assembly we have a lot of different type of components. So what I want to do is I want to add a belt tension clamp on this one. So I'll just go here. So this is a belt tension clamp component. This is the belt clamp plate, which is currently have a sketch over there. I just activated it. I just activated the sketch. I will click on show all because I want to show you how to take the references. So if you have seen, this line is blue and all these lines are black. This sketch has been generated, so what I'll do is I'll generate more sketches. So I will take this as a bottom as a reference, and I will create a line from this one. So this line has created, this is the component. This component has created. Then go with the dimensioning. I will add it as 8 mm. This becomes blue. Then this dimension to this dimension, I'm adding it as 25. This dimension is 10. This dimension to this dimension is 35. And this to this is also 30. Now this dimension is 15. So if you see that line is not horizontal, so it's actually not correcting. So I'll just update once again. So dimension has added. So now what I'll do is I'll add a fillet. So I'll just go over here, draw the fillets on these positions, and what I'm doing is just I'm selecting the fillet and I'm just trying to move around the fillets has been created. Okay, then I will add dimension to this line so that it will become fully defined. Now one fillet is remaining, this one. So error fillet, so by mistake I clicked on the circle, so that's why that fillet was rejected. I will increase this to 3 mm. The component has created. Now these two fillets are also created. Now I want to add a circle, so I'll borrow this position and I'll make sure this two lines will be on the same side. Then these two circles are equal. And the position for this one is in line with the top, so that now the sketch is fully defined. Go to exit sketch and say extrude, click. I will add it as 15 mm. Sorry, this is 10, so this is looking a little bit big. So this component has created on the belt clamp, and all the mates and all the mates and the roots has been created. Now what I'll do is I'll just do the exit. I will activate this sub-assembly component. So you see that these external references has been created with reference to the curves. So what is the use of this external reference? So once I drag the component out and if I click on the solve button, this component get attached to its original position due to these external references. So once we have any kind of external references, there is a thumb rule: do not add mates with something else. Like, I want to move this component to this hole, I want to move this component to this hole. Don't do that. So if you want to do that, what you have to do is just activate the same component again, click on the external references, break the external, isolate the external reference, and then you can freely move this component around. So currently what the external reference is doing, external reference is keeping that component at the same position. So whenever if the component by mistake is changing the position, the solve button will actually solve it, and it will again reattach the component at its original position. So think as you are using CATIA application or CATIA application. In those applications also we have this kind of external references. These references are used to maintain the geometries along. So have you in this section we are going to.
So what happened is that we have created an external reference, and that external reference is keeping that component onto the position. And the reference which we have used is related to that whole component, that the circular region, and if we change the dimensions of that whole, it will automatically update into the part. If the part is actually attached, it's kind of a creating mate between two components. And if you want to move that component from that position, and if you have an active reference of that component, just break the reference and then you can freely use that component. So in this way you have to maintain a proper relationships if you are using a top down approach while creating an assembly. And that's a simple method to avoid any kind of a like any kind of mistakes while doing a lot of complex assembly. Like if your assembly is growing, and if you are getting like more and more components are getting added to it, and in those conditions this will be very helpful for you. Next is we will go with the conditions where we are adding a gear mate. So we have all kind of a mechanical mates into it. So we are like, I'm showing the small assembly of gear mate only.
Okay, so this is the section where we will talk about how to create gears and how to create a gear mate. I have a component created by using a gear mate. So what I will do is I'll show you how easy it is to create a gear mate over here. This is a webinar, so I don't have a lot of time to explain you more details about the mates, how the functionalities will work. But in today's webinar I have given you a very simple and small examples, but I'll be keep posting all the videos related to different kinds of workflows, how to use xDesign and how easy it is to use xDesign, and I'll post all those webinars into the 3D experience platform, uh, swim community. So check out the AAKRUTI community. I will be keep posting all the xDesign related videos, and that will help you and guide you while your journey on the xDesign. So here it will ask me, like, select the two components where I want to create a gear mate. So I want to create a gear mate between these two components. I just simply selected those two. So input ratio, output ratio. So all the number of teeth are equal. So you know that I need 1:1 ratio. So I am just giving you 1:1. If you want to change the ratio position, you can change the ratio position from here. You can input the calculation. You can also calculate the ratio by using this, and it will calculate the gear ratio for you. Then you can enable the position. You can also add the starting angles and starting positions of the gear. So all different kinds of options are already available over here. So in this video I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of time to explain you each and every option. But this is the basic. When you have a gears, just select the two components, add the input and output gear ratio and do it. I will just unsuppress my already assigned gear mate. So when after adding a gear mate, once you edit it, it will looks like this: 1 degree 1 degree. So input and output ratio will be displayed into this edit mode. You can also go to the gear mate position, and here it is a highlight component. So this will show you on which components gear mate has been added. So you can see that these are the components which are affected by the gear mates, and these gear mates has been added on these components. So all these components are highlighted. This command will also work for all the different types of mates. Like if I want to check which the rigid mate in which two components, so it is a component between this bird and this box. So this is how the mates has been added, and you can also go and check over which components which are there and which resolute mate are there, which component and which assembly is already assigned to it. You can click here. You can also say create new assembly, make a flexible assembly, and you can also create an environment out of it. Then this is a rigid mate. So in the next video we will see how the environment will be added to it. Okay. Now in this section we will be looking at the mate, symmetric mate and mirror component. So go to assembly tab, click on the mate mirror components. So here are the mirror components. Once you mirror, select the plane, select the component to be mirrored. So I want to mirror this component. The component is getting mirrored. So create symmetric mate, so it will create a symmetric mate along it. So that's how this component has we have to do the mirror of the component. So you see all the component is actually getting created. The symmetric component has been created over here, all the components, and you can see that the symmetric mate is also getting created. So that's how you will do the mirror components. So that's how you will do the mirror component. So that's a way, that's a conditions where we are doing a mirror component. So next one is I'm trying to show you, this is the last video. This is in 10 minutes I'm creating one part, and this one, in this part I'll guide you like how easy it is to use
command predictor and selection helper, those two AI components to create a small component onto xDesign. And I will show you a very short video to create one component, add a fillet, add a rib, add a component positions, everything. So let's start with this video. This is kind of a, I think this is a last video part creation. And by using that part creation with the help of some of the advanced tools which are with the SolidWorks xDesign. So we will start with our command predictor, and we will showcase you some of the AI design helpers which we have created in xDesign, and which will help you to create design more efficiently. So from the command predictor, I'm just selecting the line. So I'm using only one action bar to recreate everything. So I'm just doing the line creation, escape, then I create another line. This line should be the part of this and so this is now the center line. Now I will add the end-to-end dimensions. So here from the command predictor, I'm directly adding the dimension and 100. This dimension is 40 and the height will be 20. Okay, so everything is ready. Now I will go with exit sketch. I'll go with extrude. I'm selecting the sketch from the design tree. I'm using the thin geometry, and I will reverse the thickness on this side. I need a thickness of 4 mm, and this will be the 50 mm, so I'll go with 40 mm part. Done. I will click OK. This is done from one side. Now what I'll do is I'll create some geometries on this one. So for reference, I will put a line over here. I'll convert this into the help selection line. Now this is for the hole, so I'll create a hole of 15. Then go for feature, extrude cut. The cut is done. Now I'll again select the face, select it, and I'm adding one more, so it will again snap it. So it's very easy to snap. Escape, select this one, and let's convert entity. Now features, do the extrude, and I want this to be 15. Done. Now I want to add a rib on this one. So for the rib, what I'll do is I'll add a plane first. So command predictor is active and it is directly showing me the plane. So select this plane and this plane. It will give me a center plane, and on this center plane I will just start the sketch. I'll put the line, click OK. Now go to features, and here you will get a rib. So target body, rib profile has been done. Switch it to the parallel to the plane, and done. So rib is generated. So what I'll do is I'll do the mirror. For mirror also I'll need a plane. So just select this face. Instead of this one, I will select this and this. So the new plane has been created. Now what I'll do is I'll do the mirror. So I'm using all the commands from the top side, command predictor. Now mirror plane is here. Now I have to use the features to mirror, so I will use this rib feature to do the mirror, and click OK. Rib is generated. Now most of the things have already been generated. Now all the features are generated. Click
Now I want to use fillet to show you selection helper. Select this face, add the fillet. You will get this power button. It is called as a design assistance for selection. Click over here, change the fillet to 5, select OK. See that all the four corners are now getting filleted. Click OK. Now I want to use this face also as for the fillet, and click over here. So see that it is automatically getting predicted like which line should be matching to the current selection. The fillet is generated. Now I want to use this top as a fillet section, and all the lines are getting properly filleted. So this fillet is already done. Now I want this height to be reduced or extended. So what I'll do is I will use move face command. So whenever I use move face command, if I want this to be from 5 mm minus side, so I'll just drag. So this is 5 mm, release, and OK. So this face has been shortened by 5 mm with only one click, and it's done. Now I want to add a fillet over here. Just go from the shortcut menu. We have added a fillet. So all the things which needs to create this part is already done and generated. So this is how you can use that commands predictor, then selection helper to create a.
So thank you for attending today's webinar. So this is how details we have onto the XDesign side and all the conditions which we have for XDesign. Whatever the things you required for your primary designs are already available on XDesign window, and these windows will be very much available. We are also available with you for any guidance and any kind of help if you are using xDesign, and if you want to use xDesign on a Akruti competition also, we are ready to help you, guide you how to use this tool. So we will go through some of the questions. I think Suraj have already answered most of the questions. We will post all the recordings related to this lectures on the community, so you don't have to worry about how to check whether videos are there or not, or how do we check the videos. So these videos are a little bit all so I'm planning to post everything onto the community, and that's how you will get everything on your community side and you can go through it. If you are unable to access the xDesign, then go to the compass. In the compass you will see xDesign application over here. So xDesign application is already available on this application window. So this xDesign application will help you in this. Then the second one is 2D make feature is available in SolidWorks. Yeah, SolidWorks, I think, yes, it is available on SolidWorks, but Sketch to 2D mechanism, I think it's not available, because Sketch to 2D mechanism right now, what we are using is actually powered by our AI technology. So it available with only with CAD tools. What is the format of the final model? So final model will be is a format of 3D XML, 3D XML file format. But if you want to use that file format into SolidWorks, then you have to launch SolidWorks from the applications, go to the collaborative space into the SolidWorks application and open this same component on it. If you are not able to find XDesign, please contact our team. They will definitely help you. We have a tutorial videos available onto this home page button, where all the tutorials are already available related to XDesign. You can use the SolidWorks, but why don't you use SolidWorks? Is yeah, if some of the students are requesting that they want to use their Chromebook or the tablet and they want to design it anywhere with, and they don't have a high-end laptop sometimes, and that's why we are proposing them, like we also have another application, so you can use both, and you can use combined, like you can use xDesign as well as SolidWorks. Because while using xDesign, you will have one more tool tutorial, which is Xshape, and Xshape is not available with the desktop application. So create your complete assembly on uh, xdesign solidworks, and then if you want to do some kind of a aesthetic looks or some kind of a organic geometry to your assembly, then you can take a help of x-shaped geometries to use that create use references of your solid geometry into xdesign, and then create organic geometries over here. And that's how it will be very much useful while working with collaboration of solidworks and xdesign. Then any more questions if you have, then please put it to the community with a tag of xdesign, and we will help you in that manner. So thank you for attending today's webinar. Any
Uh,
more instruction from Suraj?
yes, Aniket, there is one more question. Can we make cloth or fabric product related in XDesign or SolidWorks?
You can make a cloth or fabric related kind of a product, but you have to use it in X shape. And X shape is an organic geometry kind of a thing, where you can you have to do little bit of tricky work, because right now this geometry is kind of a created in X shape. So if you see that this kind of organic shape is not possible using our parametric modeling. So if you do this, this is kind of a completely a parametric, this is kind of a complete geometry which is created by using X shape, and this is organic geometry. So if I expand my, this is my subdivision body. So this will create a organic shape, cloth-like structures and other things, and that can be powered, managed into this component. But yeah, this will be little tricky, because if you need a constant motion while creating a fabric, and that kind of a motions I cannot give you. But yeah, the textures while doing it, so you can use this kind of X-shape geometry, then select the points, and you can regenerate the textures out of it, so that these textures will be helpful you to create a different kind of a complex geometry. So this way you can create organic geometries in X shape, and that tool is available on xdesign side.
Okay, Aniket, there is one more question. Is there a maximum storage for the XDesign drive? Any limit for the
uh,
storage?
you will not hit that much, because currently this is a big assembly, this has all the components, and this assembly is actually around 50 MB file. And we have a lot of storage on your tenant, which tenant you are using. So we talked about tenant is the location where right now you are working with. So this is your location where you are working with, and this is managed by us as a DS member. So we have a lot of storage on it, so don't worry about the storage. You can create as large as possible, and we will handle it, so that's no issue.
Okay, I will quickly launch a poll for today's webinar for all the students. Uh, I hope it is visible on your screen. Please answer these few questions, very small, and do let us know if any feedback is there for the webinar or any improvement that we can do in our upcoming webinars. So it will help us to plan and your sessions accordingly. I will keep this webinar open for more 5 minutes, then we will close this. Meanwhile, if you have any more questions regarding the X design or related to the Akruti, don't hesitate to put your questions in the Q&A section on the downside of your Zoom window. Okay, I can see students are filling up the poll. Again, if anyone is having any doubt, any questions regarding X design, you can feel free to drop your concern here in the Q&A section, or later on also you can ask your queries and question on our swim Akruti swim community. Aniket will be there to answer your questions regarding X design, or if you are facing any issues or difficulty during the Akruti process, so you can drop your concerns on the 3D swim community of Akruti. So our team is available there. They will definitely answer your questions. Okay, Aniket, there is one question regarding the training manual and the drawing and diagrams which you have used during the presentation.
Okay, so training manuals are available on this learning content center. So all the training manuals are available on this learning content side. And the content which which right now which I am using is not available on it, and I think I'm not able to share those 3D files. But yeah, I'll share the learning content files. But if you want to create a drawings and other things, you can directly go here, and here all the training manuals and the contents are available. Apart from this, I will post more videos related to XDesign applications on our community as a series, web series. So we will go one by one, and we will post as many as questions as possible. And as we are moving towards the new future, with where we need to design anything with any device, and in this condition, XDesign is moving forward. XDesign is not a different tool; it is a part of XDesign and the CATIA applications portfolio, because whatever you create on XDesign will be uh, like you can open that content on SolidWorks as well as XDesign. So if you're creating any organic shapes on X shape, you can go into SolidWorks and open it. So that's how the contents has been created. So most of the contents are right now available. So if you open your XDesign, you will see these three sections like start learning, be inspired. If you go into the be inspired window, you will see that lot of customers and different users have posted their models over here. And in the last design for you section, you can see that the stories of the customers, those who are right now using SolidWorks and XDesign. So this is a sushi cat model which is actually created completely in by using X shape. And this kind of a models users are creating and using XDesign. So this is completely created in X shape and XDesign. So this is how it's the new tool is there, because this kind of a shapes which are not possible on a SolidWorks side. So for that, XDesign will complement you. So for organic shape, you can use X shape. And for other things, if you are more familiar with SolidWorks, you can go with SolidWorks, or you can directly create anything on xdesign, and then you can pull that into SolidWorks for complex modeling. So you can use it in a combined way, so it's kind of a collaborative way of working between two different applications. So yes, all the contents we will post it on a community for that.
Okay, Aniket, there is one more question. Can we design electrical components and coils on XDesign?
We do have that applications, but I don't know it's currently active for you. I need to check whether that application is active for you or not, because we have electrical designing capabilities, but for education purpose it is active or not, that I need to check, because for in your current licenses that application is not visible. But yes, for X design, we have a electrical routing, PCB modeling, and PCB design, those kind of capabilities for commercial uses. But for education uses, I need to check.
Okay, and one more question is there. How to open SolidWorks files on XDesign?
So you have to go to your collaborative space, which is means that's 3D space. Go to 3D space. So once you open your 3D space, search your component over here. So I can see a multiple component. So how to filter it? Like click on a 6W tag and search for SolidWorks. Here CAD format will be the tag. Select the SolidWorks, and only SolidWorks components will be visible over here. And these are the components which are actually stored using SolidWorks onto the common space or the collaborative space. And directly drag this one and place and put it into the section, and you can insert into current component, open component. So I'll do is I'll insert into the current component. I'll say like I'm just inserting someone has created a generator component, so that here you can see the SolidWorks tag is available. So that's how the SolidWorks component. But one thing, you cannot edit these features over here. because this is a component of SolidWorks. So you cannot edit anything over here, but you can use the references. Like you can use this file to do the mates. You can use this file to create a geometries along it, and that kind of a part, that kind of a collaborative works you can do. But this, if you want to edit this, go back to SolidWorks, edit this geometry, come back over here. It will automatically get updated into the xDesign. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Aniket, once again for sharing your insights on X design and sharing your valuable knowledge with the students. So I hope students are clear with the usage and application of the X design and they will implement it during their design phase.
Okay. And for X shape, it is a little bit of new to everyone for any CAD user. So what we will do is we will start creating small objects on X shape and we will post it onto the community. So if you are too much interested to use xShape, you have to check Akruti community, and most of the videos will be posted over there. So in Akruti, we have some of the team members who are creating like a lot of good models. So we will share that also. So you can take those models as a references for your purpose. So thank you for giving me a chance to share my insights on X design. Thank you, Suraj, and thank you, Akruti team.
Thank you so much, Aniket. I hope students are filling up the poll, feedback poll. I can see there are 62% have only participated. I'm requesting rest of the students to please fill that poll. We are going to close the poll within next 2 minutes. Meanwhile, if you are having any other doubts, don't hesitate to drop us a mail on akruti.contest@3ds.com. Also, you can drop your concerns on Akruti Swim community, where our team is available for you to answer all your queries and help you out with all the concerns or issues, whatever you are facing during your Akruti journey. Whether it is regarding the platform access, whether it is regarding your team member support or mentor or any other design help, anything is required, don't hesitate to drop us queries on our swim community. Also, if you are not able to drop us your query on swim community, you can drop us a mail on akruti.contest@radius.com.
Somebody has said, can you write a code on this one? So you cannot use code, but you can use the plugin. That plugin will be here. Like in tools, if you go to Fab Connect, so this is a mod. You can use your open mod conditions, and that will help you to create a mods on it. And I don't have a mod, that's why it is not responding to me. Okay. So on Fab Connect is a tool, but tool available on xDesign, which is currently used to like generate drawings, and you can play with the stuffs, and that is available right now with xDesign tool. But that tool is you have to explore it, like how to use that into the coding knowledge, and that is little bit of out of the scope of the current scenario. But if some of you guys are interested, then we will discuss that tool also. So yeah, maybe once I get a time, then I will post that tool related videos, like how to use that Fab Connect tool and how to integrate multiple stuffs while doing like by using that tool you can connect to your machine, and that will regenerate the parts and drawings according to the geometries which we are using in xDesign. So that's kind of a advanced stuff, but yeah, we can do it. The codes are available on this tool guide, but that is not a part of today's webinar.
Okay, so this is how we have come to an end of this webinar. So thank you so much, Aniket, once again, and thank you so much all the participants for joining into the webinar. I'm going to end the poll right now, and we are closing this session. So stay tuned for the next upcoming session. We will soon drop a mail and WhatsApp messages to groups regarding the upcoming webinar regarding Akruti Innovation Competition. So stay tuned, keep designing and showcase your talent on this platform on an international level. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Aniket, once again for share insights and knowledge.